Living with diabetes or prediabetes can often feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, especially around mealtimes. That daily tightrope walk of managing blood sugar, trying desperately to dodge those sudden energy crashes after eating. It's exhausting, isn't it? You know that sluggish, thirsty feeling all too well, coupled with the background worry about what those spikes might mean long term. While your doctor's advice on meds and monitoring is crucial, don't overlook the incredible power sitting right there on your dinner plate. Your diet, particularly the vegetables you choose, can be a game changer for keeping blood sugar levels on an even keel. So much advice focuses on what to cut out, which is fair enough. But what if you're missing out on simple, delicious foods that actively help? The great news is, some everyday vegetables are absolute superstars at preventing sharp glucose rises, and they work surprisingly fast. We're not talking about obscure health food store finds. These are likely veggies you see every time you're at the grocery store. This isn't about more rules, it's about finding allies in your food. Let's dive into 7 fantastic research-supported vegetables that can help you sidestep those sugar spikes easily and feel more in control. Number 1. Broccoli, the cruciferous glucose guardian. Broccoli gets called a superfood all the time, and honestly, when it comes to managing diabetes, it really earns that title. Think of it as more than just a green side dish. It's like a bodyguard for your blood sugar. What makes it so special? Well, it's loaded with dietary fiber. This fiber is key because it acts like a gentle brake in your digestive system, slowing down how quickly the carbohydrates from your meal turn into sugar in your bloodstream. Instead of a sudden rush, you get a steadier, more gradual release of energy. That means fewer spikes and less stress on your body's insulin. But broccoli doesn't stop there. It's also packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that help protect your cells. Plus, it contains a fascinating compound called sulforaphane. Early research is exciting here. Sulforaphane seems to help your body use insulin more effectively, which is exactly what you want when managing blood sugar. It also appears to cool down inflammation in the body, another big plus since inflammation and insulin resistance often go hand in hand. Bringing broccoli into your meals is simple. Steam it lightly, keeps more nutrients. Roast it with a bit of olive oil until it's slightly crispy and nutty, chop it raw into salads for a nice crunch, or toss it into your favorite stir-fries or soups. It's a versatile green giant watching over your glucose levels. Number 2. Spinach, the leafy green blood sugar stabilizer. When you think leafy greens, spinach probably pops into your head, and for good reason, especially if stable blood sugar is your goal. This vibrant green is a nutritional powerhouse, but incredibly low in carbs and calories, making it a dream green for anyone watching their glucose. Because it's non-starchy, it barely nudges your blood sugar on its own. A big part of spinach's magic comes from its fiber, especially the soluble kind. Just like in broccoli, this fiber helps put the brakes on sugar absorption after you eat, leading to smoother energy levels instead of those jarring highs and lows. Keeping things steady is key for feeling good throughout the day and for better long-term diabetes management. Spinach offers even more goodness. It's got iron for energy, magnesium, which plays a part in how your body handles glucose and insulin, and an antioxidant called alpha-lipoic acid, ALA. ALA is interesting because some studies suggest it might help lower blood glucose and fight off the oxidative stress that often comes with diabetes. It might even offer some protection for nerves. Beyond blood sugar perks, spinach delivers lutein and zeaxanthin, great for protecting your eyes, super important as diabetes raises the risk of eye issues, and folate for heart health. And it's so easy to use. Toss it raw into salads, blend it into smoothies, you won't even taste it, promise, or quickly saute it with a little garlic for a delicious, healthy side. Number 3. Carrots, sweet but safe. Ah, carrots. Their natural sweetness sometimes makes people with diabetes a bit nervous. It's easy to assume sweet means a sugar spike is coming, right? But hold on, carrots are actually a surprisingly safe and smart choice. The trick is looking at their glycemic index, GI, which tells you how fast a food bumps up your blood sugar. Carrots, whether raw or cooked, generally have a low GI. How can that be when they taste sweet? Fiber. Carrots are packed with it. That fiber works its usual magic, slowing everything down so the natural sugars in the carrot and other carbs in your meal enter your system slowly and gently. No dramatic spike, just steady energy. Besides being gentle on blood sugar, carrots are famous for beta-carotene. That's the stuff that gives them their bright orange color and what your body turns into vitamin A, crucial for keeping your eyesight sharp, a big concern with diabetes. Beta-carotene and other antioxidants in carrots also boost your immune system and help calm inflammation. Getting more carrots in your life is easy peasy. Crunch on raw baby carrots or sticks with some hummus for a great snack. Roasting carrots makes them incredibly sweet and tender, a fantastic side dish. You can also shred them into salads, dice them into soups or stews, or even sneak them into sauces for extra nutrients and a touch of natural sweetness without worry. Don't let the sweetness scare you off. Carrots are definitely friends, not foes. Number 4. Zucchini, the versatile low-carb star. Zucchini might seem a bit plain compared to other veggies, but it's a secret weapon in a diabetes-friendly kitchen. Why? It's incredibly low in carbs and calories, meaning you can eat plenty of it without worrying about your blood sugar taking off. Plus, it's mostly water, like over 90%, which helps keep you hydrated and feeling full. Feeling full is a big deal because it stops you from overeating, which is often a trigger for glucose spikes. Zucchini also brings some helpful dietary fiber to the table, adding another layer of support for slow digestion and stable blood sugar after meals. It helps you feel satisfied longer, making you less likely to grab those high-carb snacks later on. Nutritionally, zucchini isn't empty either. It gives you antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, remember those eye protectors, along with vitamin C and potassium. But maybe zucchini's best feature is just how incredibly versatile it is. Its mild taste means it plays well with almost any flavor. You can use a spiralizer to make zoodles, a brilliant low-carb swap for pasta. Grill it, roast it, add it to stir-fries, grate it into muffins or breads for extra moisture, and sneaky veggies. Slice it into casseroles or simply enjoy it raw in salads or with a healthy dip. Because it's so adaptable, it's easy to work zucchini into your meals regularly, keeping things interesting while helping keep your blood sugar nice and steady. Number 5. Cabbage, the underrated gut helper. Good old cabbage. It might seem boring or basic, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. This veggie is a powerhouse, especially for blood sugar control and overall health, and it's super affordable too. Just like our other veggie heroes, cabbage is low in calories and carbs, but high in dietary fiber. You know the drill by now. That fiber slows down digestion, meaning the sugars from your meal get released into your bloodstream nice and slow. No sharp peaks, no sudden crashes, just a much smoother ride for your blood glucose levels. Beyond the fiber factor, cabbage is loaded with vitamin C, a great antioxidant that helps your immune system and fights inflammation. It also contains other plant compounds that keep your cells healthy. Here's something really cool about cabbage. It's fantastic for your gut health, especially when it's fermented into sauerkraut or kimchi. More and more research shows a strong link between a healthy gut, full of good bacteria, and better metabolism, including how well your body uses insulin. The fiber in cabbage feeds those good gut bugs. So how do you eat more cabbage? Shred it raw for a crunchy slaw. Go for a vinegar-based dressing. Chop it into stir-fries or hearty soups. Steam or sauté it for a simple side. Or try some tangy sauerkraut for those extra gut benefits. It's cheap, cheerful, and surprisingly effective. Number 6. Tomatoes, the lycopene-rich protector. Fruit or vegetable? Who cares? What matters is that tomatoes are a fantastic food for folks managing diabetes. They score low on the glycemic index, which means they won't send your blood sugar soaring. They're also fairly low in carbs, and offer a nice dose of fiber, making them even more blood sugar friendly. Basically, tomatoes let you add flavor, bulk, and great nutrition to your meals without messing with your glucose control. That fiber helps slow digestion, keeps you feeling fuller, and prevents sugars from hitting your system all at once. What really makes tomatoes stand out is lycopene. That's the powerful antioxidant that gives them their beautiful red color. Studies are hinting that lycopene might have some real advantages for people with diabetes. Some research suggests it could help with blood glucose control and might also reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, common issues when you're dealing with diabetes. While scientists are still learning more, adding lycopene-rich foods like tomatoes just makes good sense. Plus, tomatoes give you vitamin C and potassium. Enjoy them every which way. Fresh in salads, sliced on whole grain sandwiches, roasted until they're sweet and juicy, blended into homemade sugar-free sauces or soups, or stewed with herbs. From cherry tomatoes popped like candy to a rich pasta sauce base, they're a delicious way to protect your health. Number 7. Cucumber. The hydrating sugar spike preventer. Cool, crisp, refreshing cucumbers. Another brilliant choice for keeping blood sugar stable. Their standout feature? They're mostly water, usually around 95%. This makes them incredibly hydrating, which is important as dehydration can sometimes mess with blood sugar, and super low in calories and carbs. Eating cucumbers will barely move the needle on your glucose meter. That high water content, along with some fiber, also makes you feel full. Adding cucumber to meals or snacking on it can help you feel satisfied without loading up on calories or carbs, making you less likely to overeat or reach for sugary things later. Both common triggers for blood sugar spikes. While they are mostly water, cucumbers do provide some fiber to aid digestion and add to that feeling of fullness. They also contain small amounts of vitamins, minerals, and some interesting antioxidants like cucurbitacins. Early lab studies suggest these compounds might have anti-diabetic effects, potentially helping lower blood sugar and inflammation, but we need more research in people to know for sure. Still, the overall package, low carb, high water, some fiber, makes cucumbers a definite win. And they couldn't be easier to eat. Slice them into salads, toss them in water for a spa-like drink, crunch on cucumber spears, maybe with a healthy dip, blend them into green smoothies, or serve them as a cooling counterpoint to spicy dishes. They're an effortless, hydrating way to bulk up your meals and help keep those sugar surges at bay. Tips for incorporating these vegetables into your diet. Okay, so now you know which veggies are great, but how do you actually make them a regular part of your life? It's easier than you think. A simple trick is the plate method. Aim to fill at least half your plate with non-starchy veggies like these at lunch and dinner. It's a great visual cue. To make it happen even on busy days, try doing some prep work on the weekend. Wash and chop your broccoli, slice your cucumbers, spiralize your zucchini, whatever makes it easy to grab and go during the week. Don't get stuck in a rut with cooking. Try these veggies raw, steamed, roasted, grilled, or sautéed. Different methods bring out different flavors and textures, plus it helps you get a wider range of nutrients. Remember to pair these awesome veggies with some lean protein, chicken, fish, beans, tofu, and healthy fats, avocado, nuts, olive oil. This combo makes for a balanced meal that really helps keep blood sugar steady. One last tip. If you're not used to eating lots of fiber, ease into it over a week or so. This gives your digestive system time to adjust and helps you avoid any uncomfortable bloating or gas. Power up your plate to prevent sugar spikes. See? Managing blood sugar doesn't have to be all about saying no. By saying yes to delicious, powerful vegetables like broccoli, spinach, carrots, zucchini, cabbage, tomatoes, and cucumbers, you're taking real positive action to prevent those frustrating glucose spikes. Each one brings something special to the table. Fiber, vitamins, antioxidants, all working together to slow down sugar absorption, potentially help your insulin work better, and just support your overall health. Start by picking one or two to add to your meals this week. Experiment. Find ways you love to eat them and make them your go-to choices. You might be surprised at how much difference these simple, consistent changes can make in managing your diabetes and feeling your best every day. We really hope this information helps you feel more empowered. If you found it useful, maybe share it with a friend who could benefit too. Got any questions or maybe your own favorite way to use these veggies for blood sugar balance? Drop a comment below. We genuinely love to hear from you.